World Boxing Association, Victor Galindez, making the weight, the limit of 175, tipping it at 174 3/4. He's going against southpaw Marvin Johnson, former WBC champion. Won it against Matt Franklin, lost it in the very next fight to the same man. Matt Franklin here watching. In fact, he's about the second row using binoculars to see what these two do. It's scheduled to go 15 rounds. Speculation here that it will not. You saw cut damages in Las Vegas. Both these fighters cut, especially Galindez. In fact, there was a little bit of an argument earlier by Johnson's corners. We looked the southpaw come out, and the referee is from Caracas, Venezuela, Jesus Chelas. The Johnson corner knew that Galindez on the far side was using a new skin, a plastic substance, to protect the scar tissue above both eyes. Of course, that's illegal, and they had it removed. And they checked very closely at the start of round one here to make sure that it hadn't been put back on. They have never met before. Galindez on the right, 174 3/4, fighting under WBA rules. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, unlike the WBC. Mandatory 8 count. These are 8-ounce gloves, and as he normally does, that's Marvin Johnson of Indianapolis, former champion, starting early. Good little uppercut, slipped between the 2 gloves of Johnson. The reason for the 2 white trunks. Johnson doesn't like any other color, superstitious if he wears it. And in Argentina, the custom is that the champion wears white trunks. So here we have the situation. With a massive upper body, Galindez against the ropes. Coming back out. He's more of a looping puncher. Hooks with the left hand, uppercuts a great deal. Whereas Johnson, who has him pinned against the ropes, likes to hook with the right, jab with it, and has a beautiful straight left hand. Earlier when we were here at the Louisiana Superdome, we indicated that a lightweight, Scotty Foreman from New Orleans, had been down on the canvas after being KO'd by Helmer Kinty, who remains undefeated from Detroit. We're happy to report that Scotty Foreman recovered and is fine. No damage. This is the first round from Just Joining Us, and another part of the tale of the 2 cities here on ABC. 1 minute to go in the first round. Salas of Caracas, Venezuela, the referee. One judge is from Los Angeles, Rudy Jordan. And Harmadeo Cedena from Panama is the other judge. All 3 figure into the scoring in the 10-point must system. Galindez is 31 years old. This is his 14th title defense. He lost it once, as you remember, right here in this very ring on the Ali Spinks card against Mike Russell, then gained it back. Marvin Johnson on the right now, the southpaw, is 25 years old. He looks much older because of the receding hairline. Those punches were blocked. The bell in about 5 seconds here in New Orleans. Championship bout. Victor Galindez, the champion, against the ropes, covering up, both dupes up alongside his head, then occasionally coming out of the cocoon and trying to land on southpaw Johnson of Indianapolis. Johnson at 173.5, Galindez at 174 3/4. Galindez actually is hard to hit. Moves that head, slips punches, bobs, ducks inside. He has scored 33 knockouts in a total of 67 fights. Marvin Johnson, the left-hander, 23 wins, 17 by knockout. Schedule 15, Johnson has gone 10 rounds 6 times. The champion, Galindez, with his back to us, has gone 15 rounds 9 times. Should the fight go beyond the 8th or 9th round. Neither fighter marked. Oh, good little uppercut on the jaw of Johnson on the right. Partially blocked that straight right hand. Galindez against the ropes, sharp eye. Looks a lot meaner than he is. There was a good hook to the body, blocked as Johnson's torso is back to us. Another one. Good left to the chin of Johnson. Galindez with a right uppercut. Unorthodox thrower of punches. Galindez on the right with a minute to go in the second round. There's a good inside left uppercut. Another one. Those are the kind that cut off an opponent. So it's a round of uppercuts here at the Superdome. That's slugging. Now mixing it up. 30 seconds remaining in round two. To the body and two to the head by Galindez. Another one to the jaw. Another. 20 seconds and they'll get a rest. A little bit of holding and hitting by Johnson now. So in 5 seconds, you'll hear the bell. The Venezuelan referee, Jesus Chelis, looking to the corner of Galindez, and why they're late. Oh, the second was late in getting out, but now they're ready. First round we call even in the 10-point must system. That one you, I think, would have to give to Galindez. Landed the more solid punches and more of them. He is a banger. Galindez with a reach of 73 inches. The challenger, Johnson, bending him against the ropes, 72 inches. In close, short range slugging. By Johnson. Shouting instructions. He's the former middleweight champion of the world, a man that was undefeated for 13 years. He's been advising Galindez. Speaking of Carlos Monzon. Now, it looks as though the right eye of Galindez may be starting to puff a little. An area beneath the eye. Galindez, off his record, seems to go a great number of rounds a lot better than Marvin Johnson. Johnson trained for 4 weeks at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, with his staff sergeant brother Henry. Galindez, with his back to us, been here in New Orleans for about 4 weeks, worked as hard as he ever has for a title defense. 1 minute remaining in the third round. At this moment, neither fighter cut. Or you saw Galindez nearly losing his mouthpiece. Galindez in the past has been known to use any tactic you can think of in the ring, some legal, some illegal. But there is a puffed area under Galindez's right eye. He's now with his back to us. That's Johnson on the left. The end of round 3 in 10 seconds. We'll be back. A 10-point must, an even round, 10 to each fighter, 10 and a minimum of 7 for the man who loses the round. I scored the last one even. Both light heavyweights giving and taking. They put an ice pack on that area under Galindez' right eye. Try to keep the swelling down. Two short-armed light heavyweights. That's Johnson continuing to put the pressure on Galindez, corralling him in the corners or near the ropes. That left hook by Galindez on the right, blocked. Very hard even to get a jab in over those gloves with Galindez. The way he holds them, also the way he bobs and weaves. Good combinations by the challenger, Johnson. WBA championship coming up in Las Vegas. The WBC welterweight championship bout. Galindez the champion. All of those punches are glancing blows. Don't be misled. That one was not. That was a beautiful right hand thrown by Galindez. Sugar Ray Leonard waiting for his big moment. Galindez gets $100,000 for this bout. Johnson $50,000. Compared to the big money in the welterweight championship in Las Vegas. Less than half a minute. Round 4. We'll hear the bell in 10 seconds, then return to the Louisiana Superdome. The champion on the left, Victor Emilio Galindez of Buenos Aires, Argentina. The slight mouse under his right eye. No cuts on either fighter, going against the former WBC light heavyweight champion Marvin Johnson, a native of Indianapolis, Indiana. This is the 5th round. Right eye beginning to swell more. Still has vision in both eyes. Loves those ropes. And Johnson, the southpaw, confusing him a bit. There have been 22 southpaw champions, 4 in the middleweight class, none in the light heavyweight class. Galindez on the left, one of 3 Argentinian champions. This is the most international of all the boxing divisions. Good right hand by Galindez, high on the forehead of Johnson. We'll be alerting our local stations along the line that at the end of this round we'll be taking a station break. It's round 5 in New Orleans. They have called this night Super Brawl #2. First being, of course, Ali Spink's return, and Galindez being upset by Mike Rossman, whom he later defeated to regain the title. Pace now coming down a little bit. here in the 5th round with less than 30 seconds. We'll have more championship boxing from the Superdome in New Orleans after this word from our local station. Scoring system. And what the two judges and the referee look for in scoring a bout. Tips for you, perhaps, are clean hits, ring generalship, defense, and effective aggressiveness. Right eye of Galindez, halfway closed at this point. No cuts. Galindez against the ropes, fought in the 1968 Olympics for Argentina, was defeated, and the man with his back to us, Marvin Johnson, won a bronze medal at the Munich Olympic Games. For those of you that have tuned in late, Firma successfully defended his middleweight championship against Marvin Hagler. There was a draw and thus retained that coveted title. Coming up, Sugar Ray Leonard going against the champion, Wilfredo Benitez from Las Vegas. We're in New Orleans. Those right hands now that Southpaw Johnson are flicking out there, they're just very light, menacing, perhaps to block the vision of Galindez where he could throw a straight left. Earlier they had some authority. That was a fairly good jab. A good uppercut by Galindez. A minute to go in the 6th round. Glancing uppercut by the champion. Good body punch by Johnson. Follows up with 2 more. Then to the head, and Galindez is noticeably shaken up by the punches, dropping his arms now. Those hurt. He sunk those hands into the midsection of Galindez. But he's in good shape, should recover from it. Less than half a minute, round 6. New Orleans, less than 10 seconds, then we'll be back. Chip against Wilfred Benitez. That bout live from Las Vegas. We're in round 7 of the scheduled 15-round light heavyweight championship fight. You just joined us with that receding hairline at 25 years of age. Marvin Johnson of Indianapolis, the Southpaw. The champion is against the ropes where he has spent most of the evening. That's his style of fighting. A brawler. Massive torso. Can throw punishing left hooks like that to the body. Best body punches, though, thus far have been landed by Johnson, digging his right hand deep into the midsection of the champion. And now Galindez complaining that there was a low blow. As he went to the ring, you probably saw him double up a little bit, but they have ample protection. Oh, a beautiful right-hand lead right on the button of Johnson, but he took it. Galindez now really blinking his eyes and probably getting a lot of perspiration in them. Another good body punch. Johnson is savage with his body punches tonight. They usually take their toll later. Johnson moving around beautifully. Salas from Venezuela, the referee. Judge from Panama, and Rudy Jordan from Los Angeles. With a minute to go in the 7th round. We'll be hopping out to Las Vegas between rounds. Good right hand by the champion. Happy to counterpunch is Victor Emilio Galindez against the ropes. Big Johnson do the leading. Effective left jabs, dropping the left hand of. But there's that right hook to the body. It is tough. And in 10 seconds, we'll go to the Sun City, Las Vegas. Cold here in New Orleans, 30 degrees. And here now is our sound here in New Orleans, where tomorrow night Grambling will meet Southern University inside in the Superdome. And on Monday night, ABC's coverage of the New Orleans Saints Oakland Raiders football game right here. 20-foot square ring, slightly elevated. Better vision for the some 10 or 12,000 fans who have come out here for this fight card. And it's been Johnson, surprisingly a very busy moving in fighter. Counter-punching by the champion who stays on the ropes. If they weren't wrapped with corduroy, he'd have more rope burns. Very effective combinations by Marvin Johnson. They are scoring punches. Not hard enough to knock an opponent down, but they're pile-up points. Earlier tonight, here in the very same ring, a spectacular contender, Tommy Hearns, knocked his opponent down 4 times. His opponent, Mike Colbert, unofficially one more time in winning a unanimous decision. Beautiful performance by the young man who may someday meet Leonard or Benitez. I said round 7, it's round 8. That right hand caught on the bicep of Johnson, the left-hander on the left. But you notice now Galindez is setting up in a more classic style. His form with the left-hand lead and the right hand cocked to unload some heavy leather. Instead of the gloves, the 8-ounce gloves high along their head. That left was blocked. One of those landed. That was a bouncing punch, so was that. But they're throwing a lot of leather. A minute to go, round 8. Right above us now. And the referee made a call it. He's a heavyweight. These are light heavyweights. There have been no knockdowns, no cuts. Swollen area under the right of Galindez on the right. Blocked. We'll leave it 10 seconds to return for the 9th round of this championship bout. Neither of them hard to find in the ring. They like to slug it, sometimes unwisely, especially the case of Johnson, who won the title from then Matt Franklin, only to lose it in a thriller on ABC of Indianapolis against Matthew South Muhammad. This here watching this bout, he's the WBC champion. First time they've been near the center of the ring, the box. Galindez trying to change his style instead of putting his gloves up and counter-punching from the ropes to the corner. Veteran of 67 fights, 54 wins. Johnson has won reportedly 23 of 26. Between rounds, we checked with Galindez' advisor, the great champion Carlos Monzon, and he said he was happy with what he was doing thus far. Good body punch by Galindez, the champion. Two good jabs by Johnson. Keep watching the area over the left eye of Galindez. They put some type of liquid on his eyebrow there between rounds. We did not see any blood. Good right hand catching the cheekbone of Johnson. Good punches by both light heavyweights. That body punch was short by Galindez against the ropes in the corner now. Galindez with two southpaw sparring partners during the 4 weeks here. Ran 6 miles every day at Lake Punch, trained to follow it with soccer games. Played soccer each day. Good straight left, right on the nose, the bridge of the nose by Johnson. Another one. Galindez smiling now. They must have stung him. Uppercut, right hand by the champion. Johnson took it. There is, I believe, a tiny cut now along the right side, just above that swollen area. In fact, they're doing a reviving job on Victor. That was the 9th round. Again, we see it as a very close fight. Little massage on the leg muscles. And Horacio Garcia, Amilcar Brusa in the corner. Very closely knit family. The Galindez from Buenos Aires, Argentina. The same is true of the Johnsons. Victor, at whom we're looking, well, we're seeing the back of one of his handlers, Chief Second, as we go down to Franklin. Matthew Saad Muhammad, the WBC light heavyweight champion. We saw him successfully defended from Atlantic City against the great English light heavyweight, former champion John Conte. And of course, he won the title from Marvin Johnson. Johnson didn't hold the phone. There have been no knockdowns. If you just join us, Galindez, who has the face of a fighter, what you'd expect of a fighter, has the swollen area under his right eye, tiny cut on the right corner. No problem to this point. He snaps away from some of those long left-hand leads from the southpaw. Johnson just keeps moving in, throwing punches, keeping him off balance. Remember in his bout against Matthew Franklin, started for the first 8 rounds with a tremendous pace, then ran out of gas in a bruising battle. And this now, as we are in the 10th round, we'll see what his conditioning program, how it'll pay off. Remember, he was the WBC champion. He's fighting the WBA light heavyweight champion, Galindez. Third title defense in New Orleans for the champion. With a minute to go in the 10th round, the fans beginning to warm up to the action. Two good punches by the champion, two left-hand leads by Johnson. Both those shots blocked. And it's good the right hand was, because it was whistling. Light heavyweights 5'10". Johnson on the left, 6 years younger at 25. 10-point punching with even left-hand lead. The referee, Jesus Salas. Staggering left-hand lead. And it jarred the champion. So, and the referee from Venezuela, we nearly lost him as he cut between them so no punches would be thrown after the bell. And again, they do the reviving. Many of the South American corners do that. They give them a shower between rounds. Let's look at a study in slow motion of some of the punches being thrown. There. You see, it stopped him right in his tracks. He nearly toppled over. Remember Johnson on the right, a southpaw. Here's another view of it. A beautiful left hand. There'll be another one. 2 in a row on the button. Well, we're coming up to the 11th round. Now from another angle. All that action in the 10th round here in New Orleans. So it appeared. There's Carlos Monzon right behind us. Unfortunately, does not speak English. One of my favorite fighters of all time. Imagine that, undefeated in 13 years, 15 title defenses. What a classic boxer puncher he was. All right, we're in the 11th round now. They're unleashing a lot of heavy leather now. This is only... Oh, and now goes the champion. Galindez is down in the early part of the 11th round. The referee has stopped the bout. The referee says that is it, and Galindez, we feel sorry for him. He is crying, but he caught a shot that would knock anybody down. So now Marvin Hagler has won his second light heavyweight, or rather, Marvin Johnson has won his second light heavyweight championship. He has held the WBC, which he lost to Matt Franklin. Now he's won it. So here in New Orleans, Galindez, who started to weep because he knew he was on the seat of his pants and couldn't get up, the game champion that he has lost it twice in this very ring in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was the favorite, and what an upset. 20 seconds into the 11th round, a sudden, beautiful, straight shot. All right. Marvin Johnson elated. There's his brother, Staff Sergeant Henry, who boxed 125 rounds with him at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. We'll be back here after this. At 20 seconds of round 11, the referee from Venezuela stopped the bout. We're going to look at the knockdown in slow motion. He had set him up throughout most of the rounds with sharp punches, especially left hands. But look at the game Galindez counter-punching the challenger. You will see a couple of shots coming up here that just stopped him in his tracks, and he went to the seat of his pants, and the referee wisely, there was no way that the champion was going to get back up. All right, now Galindez, as we look again from another angle, this was going to be the round that one of them was going to go, because they were both tired, and there you see it, rubbery legs, spaghetti legs, and Marvin Johnson becomes the second man from Indiana to be the light heavyweight champion. The first was Jack Root back in 1914. All right, here comes Marvin Johnson. Congratulations, champion in 2 divisions, but now, of course, the WBA. Boy, you really threw some shots.
Thank you, but I have to say this. All the credit goes to Fort Bragg, North Carolina boxing team. That's where it all took place. I was in camp 5 weeks. Them guys, they didn't respect me. They got in there, they tried to beat me up, they tried to knock me out. Coach Sergeant Grant, Mr. Buck Hall, they made everything at my convenience, whatever I needed. So I got to congratulate them people. Plus, I want to dedicate this fight to my own personal Dr. Davidson, who's at home in Indianapolis, couldn't make it, unfortunately, because of the illness.
Well, you did in front of your mother, your wife, your sister, and Sergeant Henry behind you.
Thank you. All of my people are here. My mother, my wife, my lovely wife, haven't saw my baby in 5 weeks. All my people here, my wonderful...
Hey, go enjoy it. Go enjoy it. We're proud of you.
Very much. And also thanks to Captain Strahan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,